Peace, everyone. I'm Jori Richard, and this is the Queen of Swords in the Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot deck. See, the Queen of Swords, she's sitting on her throne in heaven, in the sky. What up, wolf amongst sheep, my brother? And in her left hand, she's holding a mask. In her right hand, she's holding the sword. So the left hand, it reminds me of jori, where we push people away with our left, and it could be harsh, but we're telling people exactly what they need in order to make them stronger. Chesed is just giving people what they need for the time being, but you're not giving them the skills that they need to survive. So people are wearing these masks that is preventing us from seeing their true identity and who they truly are. We have many different egos, false egos, that people tell us that, oh, we should do this, and we are like this and like that. And then we believe these people, and that becomes a false ego. I listened to Insane Clown Posse for 15 years, and I was down with the clown till I'm dead in the ground. And I'm still down with the clown. But that's a false ego. That's not who Brian, Jori, Richard truly is. Brian isn't who I truly am. That's my slave name. That was the name that my parents gave me. And that's a false ego, because that's somebody that was created, and it wasn't me. I wasn't the one that created that person. I didn't create Brian. That was a personality that was imposed upon me, and then I was told to act in a certain way. And that became a false ego. Or you can have a mask saying, I'm a plumber, or I'm a dishwasher. This has to be obliviated and erased. And we have to go deep within our soul and find out who we truly are. And this Queen of Swords, she's going to help us. She's going to cut away all this misinformation and lies that we believed and caused us to think that we're someone that we're not. She's going to cut it away, because this can resemble Kelly, the goddess of destruction. And then whenever something gets destroyed, it's a new opportunity to build it up all over again. So it may be painful ripping this mask off. She took her mask off. She knows who she is, but she's also in the business of ripping other people's masks off. So that's who I am. I'm here to expose your false ego. I'm here to expose my false ego and get down to the nitty-gritty who I truly am. What was stolen away from me? Because when I was a child, I knew who I was. But then all these fools came, people that didn't know who they were, and then they told me who I was. So I believed people that had no knowledge of self. I believed people that they have no idea who they are. They have no goal, they have no plan, and they conform like the rest of the people in the world. And I actually took their advice and then let them create a false ego and then put a mask on me. That's why I'm not conforming. I'm not going to put a mask on and be like failures. 95% of people don't have any goals. I'm listening to the Earl Nightingale videos, and that, I guarantee you play Earl Nightingale while you're sleeping, it'll reprogram your mind, and you'll start realizing things like, holy moly, things are not the way it seems. Like my dad said, that's just what you do. You work 5 days a week. And then he always does this thing with his hand. He's like, oh, you pay me for the gas, and then you do this. You work 5 days a week, and then you get 2 days off. Well, Earl Nightingale says that failures believe that. because they're just following the crowd. They're following because that's just what everybody does. That's what my dad said. He said, well, you go to work and you do that because that's just what everyone does. So you're following the crowd. You're following the people who are nothing, who didn't make anything of themselves in life. Earl, E-A-R-L, Nightingale. And then there's a video, it's called the 30 Minutes That Will Change Your Life. And I'm playing this video every single day for 90 days. And we're going to see what it does to my mind. So I'll be living proof that this is how you reprogram the mind. Earl Nightingale, he was the one that started the motivational speaking movement. Everybody got their stuff from Earl Nightingale. We're going back to like the 1920s. So Tony Robbins, all these people, it originally came from Earl Nightingale. So it's very powerful stuff. So we have the child that is above her head. See a little baby, little baby chilling there, and that reminds me of Kether, and Kether is nothingness. And then you have Chokmah, and that's the first thought that springs into mind. But all of the thoughts, it comes from the Almighty Creator. It comes from me. It comes from that pool of nothingness. And that's where the child is. Because when I came into this world, I didn't know anything. I didn't have any false knowledge. I didn't know much, but I knew who I was. I had knowledge of self. And then everyone started teaching me things that were lies. So I keep on trying to learn and accumulate all this knowledge. And then, when I have enough knowledge, then I'll become successful. But becoming like a child is just saying, I'm done learning. I don't have to learn anything else. I'm done. I'm becoming as a child. I'm reverting back to that state before all this bullshit was dumped upon me. And then all these false egos and people told me who I was, and then I put on the mask. Let's go back to the beginning and become as a child. So she's sitting on the throne, and her shirt's off too. Isn't it fascinating in our society how we make women cover up their nipples and wear bras, and it's illegal for them not to wear a shirt? Even though your nipples are like solar panels, and that's why they're darker than the rest of your body, because that's melanin, and that absorbs the sunlight and then converts it into vitamins and energy and nutrition and things that your body needs. That's why we shouldn't be wearing clothes. We have to be walking around in our true skin, in our true clothing, absorbing the sunlight. Like right now, I'm wearing these clothes. It's actually suffocating my skin. But this woman, she's doing what is scientific. She's exposing herself and absorbing the sunlight. And there's nothing wrong with her body. People in America, we just want to sexualize the woman's breast. When really, it's a scientific fact that we shouldn't even be wearing clothes. So don't worry about what you're going to be putting on tomorrow or what the birds and the air and the bees. The birds are going to eat the food and you're going to get you don't even need clothes. And the food grows out of the ground and the water comes out of the sky. And we could take things and we could build shelter. So we don't even need money. But we're gonna use money because I do like Lamborghini Diablos, and I like mansions, and I like girls that dance for me. So that's what I'm gonna use money for my for things that I need. So she's on her throne. Pulls off her mask, pulling off other people's masks, And once you pull off the mask, you have knowledge of self. You became as a child to that state that you were in the beginning. And this is what we must. I don't even want to say strive for, because we could just, that light bulb can go on right now and then have a shift and then shift to a whole nother reality. So I'm shifting to a whole nother reality right now where I am Jori Richard. This is my true self, and I am here. What I enjoy doing is turning on the phone, making a video, and putting forth the message that I believe in myself. And that is what sustains me. That is what my purpose is. To rip off your mask and to get rid of these false egos. And first I have to work on myself. Before I start pulling off other people's masks, I need to take off my mask and really get down to who I am. Man, look at those titties. Alright, I'm Jori Richard. This is the Queen of Wands in the Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot deck. Wolf Among Sheep, Troy Josa, my family. Thanks for watching. Peace.